Hey everyone, Steven here. Here on Steven Plays, we are always looking at viewer feedback to try and figure out exactly what you guys want to see brought to the channel, what games you want to see played, what type of content you want to see featured. And there's been two things that have been requested over and over and over again. And they're not games. They're not Let's Plays. People want to see the return of two of our old channels, Ninten Speaks and Daily Pack. So I've decided that that's exactly what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do you one better. They're going to be combined into one singular thing, and that project is coming to Steven Plays starting today. Introducing Ninten Pack. Hello and welcome to Ninten Pack, where I'm Ninten, and we open a pack of cards. And today we are cracking a pack of Aether Revolt. That came open a lot easier than I thought it would. Alright, so the first card we have is a Magic the Gathering deck master. It's brown. Wait a minute, they're all Magic the Gathering. Oh, it's on the other side. We've got a Shock, which is one red swirl, and it deals 2 damage to something. This card's called Take Into Custody, which costs 1 tier, and allows you to tap target creature. And to be honest, if you start tapping target creature, you probably should be taken into custody. Next up is some sort of bird called a Gyroperos. Can't really pronounce that well. It's a bird, so it can fly, and it's has a score of 2 halves. This one's called an Alley Strangler, and it has a score of 2/3, and it also has Menace. Sounds to me like the Alley Strangler should be taken into custody. Next up is Unbridled Growth, which you can only play if you have a tree, and it allows you to enchant your land. This is basically the Disney card. Next up is a Universal Solvent, which my mother told me not to consume, and it says 7 and rotate, sacrifice... Sacrifice Universal Solvent, destroy target permanent. Sacrifice and destroy. I had no idea that this game was NC-17. Next up is the Night Market Guard, and the art's too scary, so we're moving on. Next up is Destructive Tampering, which is another red swirl, and allows you to destroy... What is with this game and destruction? Why does everything need to die? Next up we have a Foundry Assembler, and it says that they're just an assembly worker. They're just working on an assembly line. And honestly, if the job gets too tough, then they're gonna need to improvise a new situation in which they become an Alley Strangler before they get taken into custody. Next up is Negate, which also has a tier in the cost. And the art kind of looks like that one guy from that old show Reboot. Like he's got juice coming out of his chest or something. Then we have a Daredevil Dragster, and it says this is a vehicle, and presumably it can go, I don't know what that means, 44 miles an hour, which is pretty fast. That's definitely faster than I can go. Weld Fast Engineer, which is apparently just some sort of welder who, based on the art, is welding together the mouth of one of the T-Rexes from Jurassic Park, which would probably make them safer. Then we have Thopter Arrest, which I can only assume is related to Take Into Custody, because that's what's going to happen if the Thopters find you. And our gold card today is Walking Barista? Walking Barista. So this is if you play in the Starbucks, I guess. I don't know. They also gave me this Energy Reserve card, which I'm going to need if you expect me to do this show every single week. And that's it. Ninten Pack. I'm Ninten. This was the pack. Oh, and by the way, April Fools! I can't believe it. You guys actually expected Ninten and Daily Pack to come together and it would be Magic the Gathering. No, it's gonna be Yu-Gi-Oh!